Hey guys, I know I'm a day early, but then again I'm also an entire week late, so I guess this is kind of balancing it out, not really, but I really felt like doing a video today. First of all, what happened last week? Last week I had been on a convention, which was Saturday and Sunday, and because this is not exhausting enough, I also was like, hey, let's in addition to 2 days of fandom fun, go on a party on Saturday night as well. So basically, I was the entire day from really early in the morning. And I had a panel on the okay. Let's start step four. I had a panel at the convention because I'm me. I did my presentation for the panel the night before, so I stayed up until I don't know 2 a.m. I had to get up early to get to the convention, so my alarm clock went off 4 hours later. I basically made it through the day because I drank a can of Monster in the morning. And then in the late afternoon was the question, do I go to this other party, the Berlin Ferdinand, first of its kind? And I already had paid my ticket and my friends are there, so I was like, I have to go there as well. So thankfully I had a second can of Monster and I drank this and I went to this party and stayed there until, I don't know, I believe I was at 2 a.m. home. But yeah, next day, convention continues, so getting up rather early again because friends of mine had a panel and I promised them to watch this as well. So another very short night, and when I came home on Sunday late afternoon, I was I was spent. I was like, I can't. I could barely talk English at this point, and I was like, I can't do a vlog. I kind of wanted to do ones in the following days, but then the next day, a friend from Poland who was there because of the convention came over, and then on Tuesday there was something else, and then it was already Wednesday, and I was like, not going to do it now. So this is why there hasn't been one last week. But new topics, new interesting stuff. Yesterday I was at the movies and I saw Batman v Superman, and I even saw it in IMAX in original sound and 3D. And if I would currently be in money troubles, I would have been very, very angry. But because I'm not, I enjoyed it and I don't regret anything. I spend more money on stupider things, so I'm good with that. But yeah, the movie, it is a nice spectacle, I give it that. It's really not good. Not good at all. The plot is all over the place. The characters are not really likable, and a thing that robs me personally, and I believe a lot of other people the wrong way, is Batman. This is no spoilers, no worries. Basically a design thing. He is very highly inspired by the Frank Miller Batman, and as far as I have heard, by the story Batman Returns, which has also been turned into one of the cartoon movies DC did over the last few years. By the way, why are their cartoon movies, their direct-to-DVD cartoons, so amazing, while their cinematic movies are so polarizing? I have no idea. But yeah, movie, I had fun, I enjoyed it, but not because it was a good movie. Just want to say. And here's the thing, yeah, it is a very Frank Miller Batman, which is less of the athlete and the intelligent detective guy, and more of the brute, like and like super muscular, and his costume, like for example in the Nolan movies, they turned the batsuit into a modern armor, which I thought was a very interesting interpretation. I mean, it always has been this kind of armory suit with armor, which was of kind of a hard material or stuff. But with the Nolan movies, they actually turn it into a high-tech combat suit, which I thought was another nice. And it also created this bulky but slender Batman. This new Batman is like, has this kind of arms, but it looks like a tight suit. So this is supposed to be, he really is supposed to be this grunt who stands at the door of a sleazy discotheque and is like, "You are not boss." He has a few moments that kind of resemble his intelligence and his resourcefulness, and there is this one fight scene, ironically enough, not versus Superman, in which he also comes across as an amazing martial artist, but for the majority of the movie, he is a slow-moving grunt and a bulk, and yeah. And Superman is just this over the Messiah tones were completely over the top, and he's an arrogant douche, and they all act stubborn and arrogant and self-righteous, and it's the characters are not likable at all. The one big thing, there is this third character that gets introduced. This is a minor spoiler if you really manage to this very point to not hear about the third big name which will appear in this movie. Come back in a minute or something, or mute the video and I will... This is a spoiler finger. When I take the finger down, the spoiler's over, so mute the video. You had your warning. Wonder Woman. I'm not entirely sure, I haven't looked it up, but at least the actress looks Greece, or Greek. The actress looks a little bit Greek, which is kind of an amazing thing if I think about it, because so far Wonder Woman gets, in the comics and the cartoons, looks like the whitest white person ever. Even so, considering her origin, she has been created by Greek gods. She is a magical being created within the entire antique Greek mythology, and having a character, an actress who at least looks Greek, is quite an amazing thing, I have to say. Gives it a kind of realistic spin I didn't see coming. Maybe also, while I have the finger up, Lex Luthor, very interesting interpretation of Lex Luthor, but also one that kind of requires getting used to, because he is... as I said, interesting. I don't dislike him, but he is very not Lex Luthor. He is maybe a Riddler or whatnot, but as a Lex Luthor has always been this kind of calm, in control, super intelligent businessman. And now we have this loony, silly character. And I didn't like that. Super spoilers. Oh, I should stop at this point. He sacrifices a certain character. I was very, very negatively surprised. Like, what, really? He does this sacrifice like this? I didn't like it, because I usually like this other character. But yeah, whatever. Spoilers over. Fun to watch, fun action, popcorn, but not a good movie. No. And the very, very subtle hinting towards a bigger DC movie universe, like the Marvel universe. There's a very subtle and totally not on the nose and bland hints where I burst out laughing loud during the movie, because it was so bad, the introduction. Like, DC, I understand that you're desperate in the face of Marvel's success, but you can do better than this. Please, don't be so obviously desperate to catch up. Okay, and my last topic for today is I just watched, it's still open on my other screen, Jesse Cox Fan Friday about Honeycam Studio. In case this name doesn't ring a bell, maybe the name of Honey Pop rings a bell, which kind of was a little bit of a Let's Player thingy, which a lot of Let's Players picked up, because it has this ridiculous, political incorrect, over-the-top tones dating simulator, which is a parody and an homage at the same time. And it is basically, you play, you probably have seen it, you play Bejeweled in order to date girls. A date with a girl is playing Bejeweled in the one corner, and you hear her give like, ooh, ah, reactions to it. And Then after a bunch of successful dates, you get to bang them, and depending on which version you have, you get either images of your girl in yeah, if it is a Steam Save for Work, Save for no, there's no Save for Work version of Honey Pop, but if you have the Steam version, it is basically they in lingerie, and if it is a not Steam version, you get depending on the girl, or I mean they're all in different poses, so you get the full-on inside view. Let me put it like this. So, this game was a little bit of a perverted ironic success. I mean, it got a lot of attention due to the fact that a lot of Let's Players picked it up, because it is, on the one hand, it's very politically incorrect and doesn't take any punches, but on the other hand, it's enough tongue-in-cheek about it to get away with it. There are probably a lot of people who don't think that it gets away with it and are outraged by it, but whatever. So the studio made a second game, and basically this second game is not good. From all I see, it's not really. I mean, the first one was Bejeweled, so you can think about Bejeweled what you want, but at the end of the day, Bejeweled is, as a casual game, a super success. It is really, it has a very casual thing. So they build a little bit of unique elements in it for Honey Pop, and now they picked up a completely different genre. In this case, it was a cookie clicker, probably, because there's basically a lot of clicking and buying upgrades for the clicking and stuff like this. So another ultra casual genre they picked up and put it into the context of this very sleazy world. But yeah, it's not good. It doesn't have the same charm. The characters got turned from their unique anime style into Monster High style, or Bratz, Jesse called it. But it doesn't. It lost a lot of its aesthetics. It lost a lot of its humor. I mean, there's barely any talking in this game, while in Honey Pop they were constantly talking, and there was a lot of really dumb humor going on, and the game mechanics, okay, the very questionable, very wrong game mechanics are still there, but this time around they are like, they go to really depressing matters. I mean, in the other game, you kind of seduce the girls, but you do it in a way that at the end of the day they are all consenting. I mean, in Honeycam Studios, they are not consenting. They are all doing this by their free will, but you can send them to private dates with their fans, and they come back with STDs, and sometimes even incurable STDs. Like, what? So this is a game, and really the tongue-in-cheek humor is like not there anymore. Basically, I'm not interested in this game. I enjoyed Honey Pop, I admit this. If you ever check out my Steam profile, you see that there are 3 perfect games, which means that I have all the achievements. Honey Pop is one of those 3. Not because it was my most favorite game, but it kept me interesting enough, and with a little bit of grinding you could basically get all the achievements, which is more than I can say about most of my other games. I mean, a game like Civilization, you need to basically, Civilization 5, you need to finish 500 times to get all the achievements, because they are based on playthroughs, on successful playthroughs. And I have so many other games where I'm just so short from getting all the achievements, but the last ones are like insane to get. Nevertheless, yeah, I really liked, honest to God, I liked and enjoyed Honey Pop for its very stupid and sick nature that it has. Honeycam Studios, no, it looks really bad and everything, but here comes the part why I talk about it at all. Watching Jesse's Let's Play was like, dude, I was nearly, I came into the cliche situation of screaming at the screen because the guy is doing it so badly. Jesse did a horrible job. And I was sitting there and was like, it's basically a simulator with a little bit of a strategic element. I was sitting there and going like, dude, no, don't send the gods there. No, and don't start sending them there now. Now it's late game. You don't send them there anymore. No, and you need, and at this point, I'm super tempted to just get this goddamn game in order to prove how bad he is. Or to prove to myself that I could do it so much better, but I don't want this. This game is bad. It's stupid. I don't want to play it. And on the other hand, I'm like, he did it so bad. I need to be better. This is stuff I worry about in life. Like, first world problem, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to get this computer game because somebody on the internet played it and was so bad. Oh, this has become of my life. I don't know. At the point when this video is uploaded and you watch it, I probably gave into my own weird need of, I don't even know what to prove to whom and bought it. I don't know. It's really disturbing. Anyways, see you guys next week.